Sometimes, giving lots of compliments might seem like the best way to get a woman's attention and approval. It feels good when they respond positively, right? But let's consider compliments in a different light, like pieces of firewood. When you use them in moderation, it's alright. However, if you use too many, it's like starting a fire that can get out of control. When you shower a woman with constant compliments, it might seem like you're losing your own strength and confidence. In essence, you're not showing the self-assured, in-charge person you truly are. Have you ever heard a woman say, "I've met this guy who's always romantic, sweet, and overly complimentary"? Probably not, because excessive compliments rarely make someone unforgettable in a positive way. There's a reason for that. Giving too many compliments might not create the impact you expect. It's like trying too hard, and it can backfire instead of making a lasting impression. But before we begin, if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button to get more valuable insight about dating. Compliments are like a double-edged sword. Compliments are a bit like a two-edged sword. Use them right, and you'll instantly create an attractive vibe. Use them wrong, and you'll end up feeling like you've chopped yourself down into a stump. To understand how to give effective compliments, it's crucial to consider things from her perspective. Women like to feel special, but they don't like to feel idolized. Women want to feel special, but they don't like being put on a pedestal. They desire a confident, independent man who values himself and doesn't trade his power for the attention of an attractive woman. The way you compliment a woman says a lot about your character. Here are some examples of ineffective compliments. "Wow, you're so beautiful. Your eyes are stunning. You have amazing hair." They all focus solely on looks and are so general that they could apply to anyone. They don't make her feel unique. Instead, they make her feel overly admired. Furthermore, these compliments sound insincere because they're cliches she's heard countless times before. They make you seem weak by giving away your power and can create a sense of mistrust because they're often seen as having ulterior motives. Knowing what doesn't work, let's explore what does. Criteria for compelling compliments. To give an awesome compliment, there are 3 important things to consider. They don't all have to be present, but the more you meet, the better it is. 1. Avoid neediness and keep your confidence. This one's super important. If you're needy when giving a compliment, it won't work well. It's like giving away your power. Even if she likes you a bit, she won't feel strongly attracted to you. You might end up just as friends, or she might disappear from your life. Luckily, it's not hard to avoid this. Imagine a really cool, confident guy. What's the difference between how he compliments someone and how a needy guy does it? It's about the intention behind it. The cool, confident guy gives a compliment because he wants to add something nice. He's not expecting anything back, not even validation. He's just being nice without wanting something in return. That's what keeps his confidence high. On the other hand, a needy guy hopes for something in return when he compliments a woman. He's looking for her affection, attention, or love. It's almost like he's waiting for her to cheer for him. Do you see the difference here? It's really important. And the way to change this is by changing your intention. When you compliment someone next time, do it just to make their day better, without expecting anything back. It's weirdly true when you really need it, you often don't get it. But when you don't need it, that's when it happens. 2. Stand out with your compliments. The best compliments for women are ones that stand out from what they usually hear. Let's dive into this interesting topic. Most guys mess this up. They believe each woman needs a totally unique compliment. But that's not true. It has to be different for her. You can use the same compliment repeatedly, and for the women receiving it, it will feel unique. For example, telling any blonde she resembles a modern Marilyn Monroe. If you say this to 100 blondes, each will perceive it as a special and original compliment, even though it's the same for you. When starting with compliments, it's good to have a few go-to ones like this. Why? Well, if you don't, you might feel pressured to come up with something creative on the spot, and it might end up sounding like what every other guy says, or you might draw a blank. Having some ready gives you confidence knowing they work. It's okay to have a couple of these as training wheels until you get better and more confident with women. Here's a secret. Even the smoothest people have their favorite tricks they use repeatedly. Think of that cool uncle or friend who has a go-to joke or story when meeting new people. It's normal. However, this isn't about memorizing routines or telling fake stories. That's a whole different thing. Oh, did you know women have their tricks too, especially when trying to charm a man? They do. Now, back to standing out. Being different is a big deal. There are various ways to make a compliment unique, and it depends on a lot of factors. The woman. Yep, the same compliment can land differently based on the woman. It might feel boring to one but genuinely uplifting to another. It's about her, not the compliment itself. If she's used to compliments about her looks, skip that. But if she's not, it'll be a pleasant surprise. The environment. Where you compliment matters. In a club, saying she's beautiful might not work because she's heard it a lot. But on a regular street during the day, it's different. She'll find it sincere and bold because it's uncommon. The timing. When you say something matters too. After intimacy, a beauty compliment might work, but use it sparingly. Context changes its impact. Warning. Don't overdo it or become needy with compliments, especially about her looks. Generally, avoid complimenting her physical beauty too much. 3. Be personal with your compliments. The more specific your compliment is to her, the better it works. Specific compliments are more trustworthy and make her feel special. However, don't make it about her looks. Instead, focus on something she has put effort into. For instance, instead of saying her eyes are beautiful, like everyone else, appreciate something she worked on, like her makeup. Women invest time in their appearance, and when you notice and appreciate these details, it makes them feel valued and shows your eye for detail. Now, let's get into 3 compliments that are proven to create attraction. Try to figure out how many criteria each meets. 1. Effort-based compliments. Complimenting something she worked hard on is great. It's different, trustworthy, and something she'll appreciate. For example, I like how your makeup matches your outfit. Your earrings match your clothes perfectly. The hair color you chose suits your skin tone. 2. The sexual compliment. These are for building sexual tension, but use them sparingly. If your date shies away from more intimate topics, it's a way to keep things exciting. However, the trick is not to linger on these compliments. For instance, your legs keep distracting me. Oops, my bad, and swiftly switch the topic. 3. The double-edged compliment. This one's a mix. You praise something she's put effort into, then offer a suggestion for improvement. It implies you have high standards and shows you're used to being around beautiful women. For example, I like how your hair color complements your skin tone. Have you considered styling it differently? It might emphasize your neck better. Why do they work? They maintain your confidence. They're different from usual compliments. They're incredibly specific to her, making them stand out. Giving compliments is a go-to move for many guys to catch a woman's attention. But pay attention. Getting attention isn't the same as creating attraction. Compliments can backfire if not done right, leading to losing your influence and either being stuck as just friends or getting completely ghosted. Do it the right way, though, and you can trigger deep attraction and fascination instantly. For compliments to work their magic, they need to meet at least one of 3 criteria. They should be different, personalized to her, and maintain your confidence. Here's the real trick. It's not just about what you say, it's about who you are. If you're genuinely confident and in control, your compliments will hold more weight. But if neediness drives your compliments, they could have the opposite effect. Your vibe matters more than just the words you say. If you enjoyed this video, hitting the thumbs up button would mean a great deal. Share your thoughts in the comments section. We're excited to know what you think. If you feel this could benefit someone else, sharing it could brighten their day. For those looking to further support us, explore the Super Thanks feature. Your support assists us in continuing to produce valuable content. A huge thank you for being part of our community. We've got more fantastic content coming your way, so stay tuned. Until our next video, take care.